Hello, Percy. Nice day for it, isn't it? Percy was confused. Oh, nice day for what? Iceland Sodorfus. Birthday is today. Oh, yes, of course, said Percy. Trevor, the traction engine, hated living in the vicarage orchard. Edward came to see him every day, but sometimes Trevor didn't have enough work to do. And I do like rude art of children. Call the police. The Fat Controller has work for you at his new harbour. I'm to take you from behind. Ah! Exclaimed Trevor happily. A harbour! The seaside! Seaside! Hello, Thomas, said Edward. This is Trevor, a friend of mine. He's a traction engine. Thomas eyed the newcomer doubtfully. Is it electric? He asked. What? Explained Trevor. Workmen coupled Trevor's truck to Thomas's train, and soon they were ready to start their journey.
Fucking meow!
When they reached the harbour, they found everything in confusion. Trucks had been derailed, blocking the line, and trucks lay everywhere. Trevor, we need you to snort and crack. Just the sort of job I like, replied Trevor. Who needs rails? I can go anywhere. I don't want to go anywhere, said Thomas. I like my rails, thank you. Now I understand how useless a traction engine can be. A small tear came into Trevor's eye. Thomas pretended not to see. He wankled gaily to make Trevor happy. I'll come if I can, he promised. Do you know what? Asked Percy. What? Grunted Gordon. Do you know what? What? Grunted Gordon. Do you know what? What? Grunted Gordon. Do you know what? What? Grunted Gordon. Do you know what?
Tell me,
do you know what?
Again, and I'll genetically modify your testicles!
The Fat Controller says that the work in the yard is too heavy for me. He's getting a bigger wangle to help me. Rubbish, said James. Any engine could do it. If you worked more and masturbate less, this yard would be a sweeter, a better, and a happier place. Hello, dirty Percy. Shut up, said Percy. It's not funny. Would you like a lovely picnic supper of fish and chips? Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. What's your name? Asked the Fat Controller. Montague, sir, but I'm usually called Smudger. He seems a simple sort of engine. We'll have some fun and rock him about. Smoke billowed everywhere. The Fat Controller was looking forward to hot buttered sex at home. Suddenly, he heard an extraordinary noise.
7 a.m. waking up in the morning. Gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs. Gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal. Seeing everything, the time is going. Ticking on and on, everybody's rushing. Gotta get down to the bus stop. Gotta catch my bus.
Bellowed the Fat Controller. Explain this behavior. Beg pardon, sir, but I'm a Great Western engine. We do Mrs. Kindly without fuss. But begging your pardon, sir, Percy and I would be glad if you would inform these engines that we only take orders from you.
It's Friday.
Shut the fuck up!
Snapped the Fat Controller. Percy and Duck, I am pleased with your work today, but not with your bullshit tonight. You have caused a disturbance. Gordon, Henry, and James sniggered. As for you, thundered the Fat Controller, you've been worse. After Percy went away, Duck was left to manage it alone.
One day, George the Steamroller was waiting for Percy to take him from behind. George was being rude to Rheneas and Skarloey. "You're just worn out bastard. I'm worn out shit. You need cement for your roads," replied Skarloey, "and we're helping you." "I need to break little engines in the scrapyard," retorted George. Then Percy arrived to take George away. He was still rebelling. "Railways are fucking shit. Turn them into roads." The little engines were pleased to see him go. "Racist are rubbish, so good riddance," they called. When they arrived, George was rude again. "Bumpy ride on rotten. I'm glad it's over." "So am I," said Percy. "Huh," huffed George. "What's up, Percy?" "It's George. He makes me feel like shit." "Just ignore him," puffed Thomas. George was now enjoying himself. "Ripping up walls," he chortled. "What a life!" "What do you think of this, Thomas?" Thomas took no notice. George felt insulted.
You ungrateful shit!
He shouted, but Thomas didn't hear. "I'll show him who's boss." Later, Thomas was travelling home on the same line. He was pulling trucks filled with crap. "That's nice, we don't need to stop," said Thomas happily. "Yes, we do," called his driver, but it was too late.
The house rocked.
Next day, Percy told Gordon all about George. "Huh!" snorted Gordon. "You're just a little shit, and that's why he's rude to you. He wouldn't dare cause me any trouble." George had been taken to some yards to work. As he was chacking off, Duck arrived with a train of empty trucks. George was blocking his way, and a truck was stuck on the main line.
Move it! Get off the road!
Demanded Duck. "I'm too busy. You'll just have to wait." "There's no time to wait. I must clear my trucks from the main line to let Gordon through." "Fuck you," said George. "I'm the greatest. Just watch me fly by." He whistled long and loud as he approached the station. Suddenly, he saw a truck on the line ahead.
Get out of the way!
But the truck wouldn't move. Until Gordon forced it. By accident. Gordon was worried that the Fat Controller would be cross. He was.
"You're a very naughty engine."
But it wasn't my fault. It's because
George was blocking Duck's way. So it was George, murmured the Fat Controller.
He spoke severely to
George.
"You're a very naughty..."
The steamroller. He looked miserable. "Now we'll get some peace at last," said Percy. "I want to get rolling again, but I've got to wait a whole week till I do. And then you'll be just as rude as ever. Eh, George?" "I hope not. Don't you?"